What's up? Welcome back to the channel or the podcast if you're listening. My name is Mallory. I will be your host today. And today I was just feeling called to pull some cards, see what comes through, and hopefully you will receive some kind of support and message that you have been needing to hear. And this is always for your best and highest good. This is only to help support you as you step deeper into your authenticity and fully express yourself, right? Because is that not what we are here to do? So I wanted to pull some cards, and one card one spread that I really like to pull is, what is the overall situation that you might be dealing with? What is the challenge that comes along with that situation? What is the opportunity that comes along with that situation? And what is the overall higher self guidance? What is your next step to dealing with this situation? So of course this is a general reading, so I'm just gonna see what comes through and just see how it resonates for you, okay? Of course, only take what resonates. So let's get into it. If you would like, it may be helpful to ground yourself, take some deep breaths, maybe reconnecting with your soul, your spirit, your higher self, your future self, your spirit guides, wherever you feel like you receive the most support and reassurance, okay? So let's pull some cards. Okay, let's do just a couple more. And then okay. Okay, lovely. One more card. Okay. So as we go along, I will show you the cards. Okay. Let me feel into this for a moment. The current situation. Okay. The current situation is you are definitely feeling like there's two parts. There's a part of you that feels afraid of taking action. There's a part of you that feels maybe like you have lost your power. There's a part of you that feels like something external has control over you and how you show up, express yourself, how you're able to move forward towards actually what you want to move towards. So there's one side that is overridden with fear and maybe attachment to outcomes, maybe attachment to people, places, things. Fear and attachment, okay? Then there's the other side that is very ready to go. It just kind of wants to break free. It wants to maybe make some really rash decisions so that they can just break free from whatever this is that's keeping them stuck. And it's an energy of like I'm feeling anxious just thinking about it. It is this feeling of feeling stuck, but also needing so badly to break free, so that it's like to release yourself from feeling this uncomfortable feeling, whatever that is. Maybe you feel like you're stuck in a situation and for some reason there hasn't been a way to break free, to break out of this. It's like maybe you even see the threshold of where you're able to break free, but you just can't, for some reason. You're so close to being able to go into the next chapter, to do the next thing, but something is holding you back. Definitely a feeling of overthinking. A lot of being in the mental space rather than being in the heart space. Being in the mind versus being in the body. Letting old fears come up, and that's kind of guiding and dictating how you're approaching life. Maybe also there are habits that are coming up that you know are not supporting you and where you're trying to go next, but like for some reason it is very difficult to break free from those habits because there's a sense of comfort and familiarity with whatever this thing is that's holding you back. But I do get this sense that like you are so ready to charge forward. You are so ready to cut the ties, to leave that behind. But it is this tension of how to do that. So what is the challenge? Like, I'm seeing here that, well, let me tell you, you got the Devil and the Knight of Swords as the overall situation. So those are the cards, you know, you can look at the symbolism for yourself and see what is coming up for you. It could also be a person. It could also be a person that is a little chaotic, that you're having to deal with. It could be at work. It could be in your family. It could be someone you're dating or wanting to date. They're a little chaotic. So take that as you will. It's kind of like if it is a different person, I am thinking like there's definitely a sense of they want it their way. It's like you're not really able to get in your needs and desires. Okay, so what is the challenge with this? Like obviously that's the situation you're dealing with. Why is this such a challenge for you? I feel like you're the type of person that intuitively knows a lot, but maybe sometimes you second guess yourself. Maybe you second guess, like, I'm feeling this, but it doesn't make sense in my logical mind, so I'm not going to bring it up yet. Maybe let me just sit and observe and get more information first. But you already know, like deep down, you already know. And I get this sense that you're like trying to hold it all together. Like for some reason, you are bearing all the responsibility in this situation, but for some reason, that is what feels known to you. It's like you're used to being the one to smooth everything out. You're used to being the one to carry the weight of a situation. Like in some ways that feels more comfortable to you than relinquishing control and not having to be the one to figure it all out, to manage all the pieces. And it's like maybe in this situation you are being asked, the challenge is, how can I release some of this? How can I release some of the control? How can I everything that I'm carrying, I can't continue to carry. I want to do it all. But by wanting to do it all, I'm not able to do anything. And there's some deeper truth that I don't want to look at yet. I'm staying busy and I'm focused on work, passions, other people. It's like I'm not able to say no. Whatever's coming up externally for me, I'm not able to say no. I am busy. My day is full. And I do that intentionally because if I release some of that, I will have to see the truth about this situation. I will have to see the truth about myself and how it relates to this situation. I feel like there's a sense of like, please be compassionate. Please be compassionate with yourself. Please be gentle with yourself. I feel like you're really hard on yourself. I feel like there's a fear that if you don't carry it all, if you're not the one to manage all the details, it's going to fall apart. And I don't think that's true. I think what's maybe more true is if you relinquish some of the control, you will be able to have more clarity around this situation and what you truly want to do. Like, I feel like you are a lot stronger than and resilient than maybe you think you are. Like, seeing the truth about this situation and how you feel about it and how you feel about yourself and your own worth. Like, you are resilient enough to do that. I think maybe you think if you witness that, if you experience that truth, you're going to lose yourself. Not only are you going to lose maybe this person, maybe an old way of being, maybe you'll lose your comfort. I don't think you're really going to lose those things. I think you are going to gain a new sense of self and a new respect for yourself. Wow, okay. So for the challenge, you got 10 of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay, so speaking of strength, so now we're looking at what is the opportunity? Like, this negative situation, or not negative, maybe this situation that's coming up that feels a little challenging and daunting, there is some beauty in it. This is such an opportunity for you to step into your power, for you to actually realize within yourself how much power you hold, to actually be seen, to actually be heard and celebrated. I feel like this is such a threshold for you that if you can walk through it, and I do believe you will, yeah, you will. As you walk through this threshold, as you break the seal from these chains of fear, attachment, control, and overthinking, you are stepping into this version of yourself that is truly in your body, right? You are grounded. You are not forcing. You are not seeking desperately for external approval and validation. You are literally so purely solid within yourself. And because of this, you have such calm influence. You have calm influence towards other people in your life, towards what you're able to experience in your life. And this is giving like engaging with your life, engaging with your sense of self in an entirely new way. It's this sense that, okay, this is a chance for me to win. This is a chance for me to shed what's holding me back, shed this baggage. And it might be like the last bit of baggage from, we had the year of the snake last year, right? It was a 9-year. It's all about wrapping up old cycles and releasing so that you can fully start a new chapter. I get the sense that like, as soon as you drop whatever this fear and power dynamic is, maybe even within yourself, you are going to be able to step into this version that is fully actualized and that is being seen and recognized for all of the maybe hidden work that you've been putting in behind the scenes to heal, to grow, to be curious about yourself, to meet who you are today. Like, this is a moment. This is a moment of empowerment for you, for sure, internally and externally. And that is because you got Strength and 6 of Wands, right? Like, Strength is all about calm resilience, being able to gently guide yourself and maybe guide those inner parts of us that feel a little untamed. It's kind of a sense of like maybe even self-soothing in a way, and knowing and trusting that whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to navigate it from a higher place. And then 6 of Wands, obviously, like, he's riding in the parade. He's winning. He's confident. He knows he just won something. He knows that he's being recognized for all of his efforts. And maybe the question is, if this is an opportunity, it's like, what parts of you maybe don't feel worthy to receive that and experience that yet? Maybe something to think about. Because you are. What would it feel like to fully be seen and celebrated for all that how you've been showing up for yourself time and time again, Even for yourself, it doesn't have to be external validation and celebration. How can you celebrate yourself and witness all the hard work you've been putting in and letting that be enough? There's always something we could have done differently, but how can whatever you're doing and what you have been doing be enough? And then what's the next step? What's the next step for you? The most guided action. I'm going to pull one more clarifier for this. Okay. So, your next step is to allow yourself to see things from a different perspective. Allow yourself to drop down into your heart space from being in your head space. Anytime you realize that you are ruminating, you have all of these thoughts, you're trying to be in the future, navigating, managing, upholding this reality, or maybe even fantasy, this fantasy of control that we have sometimes when we're in our mind. It's like the first thing is going from that, dropping into the heart space, dropping into the body. How can you take care of yourself? How can you fill your cup? What do you need to fill your cup? Is it simply rest, making sure you're eating consistently? Is it like recognizing the one thing that drains you the most each day and trying to engage with that less? Is it taking yourself out on a little solo date? Is it just going for a walk? Whatever it is, this is a moment to honestly completely transform how you're showing up in the world. This is pausing. This is not forcing outcomes. This is simply being and reconnecting with your heart space. This is not overgiving. This is giving when you feel you have the capacity. This is allowing your intuition to shine through. This is allowing yourself to release what has been holding you back. And the way to do that is to create small containers of experiences where you do just that. When you recognize a fear voice come up, talk to that voice. Be compassionate with yourself. Giving yourself space and time that you need. And I get this sense too, like there has been some kind of creative spark that has been coming up for you that maybe you haven't given yourself the time to actually explore. Whether that is trying some kind of new hobby or getting back into something that you used to love so much but you haven't done it in a while, you are totally being encouraged to follow whatever that is. Like, think of something that you've done in the past that it just made you feel so like you just felt in the moment. Maybe you were giggling, maybe you were laughing, maybe you felt like confident, magnetic, sensual, whatever it is. Maybe you felt creative, badass, whatever. Do whatever that is. And if you don't know, if you haven't had that experience, try new things until you do experience that, because it's there. It's there and it is ready to come out. And this is a major transformation moment. And that is because you have Death, the Hanged Man, and Queen of Cups. That's you. Queen of Cups, okay? You're intuitive. You are loving. You are compassionate. And it's all about making sure that your cup is filled up before trying to give outwardly. All right, so that is the message for today. For whoever needed it, please let me know how this resonated. It's always great to know how it lands for people. So anyway, again, my intention is to just encourage you, to help you already tune into what you already know. And if you really enjoyed this reading, I do personal readings. You can check out the link to my website in the show notes or in the description box, and you can check out my offerings page. I would love to connect with you. So anyway, thank you for your time today, and maybe I'll I'll see you next time. Bye.